Send this page to someone by email. A Virginia judge rejected an effort by the Amber Heard on Wednesday to put aside the judgment of US $10 million granted against her in favor of her ex-husband, Johnny Depp. Depp won a defamation action against Heard last month in a high-level civil lawsuit. Heard won a $2 million smaller judgment on a reconvention request that she filed against Depp. Earlier this month, Heard filed a request to ensure that Depp's verdict cancels or a declared trial. His lawyers have cited several factors, including an apparent case of erroneous identity with one of the jurors. In a written order, Judge Penney Azcarate rejected all Heard's allegations and said that the juror's question was specifically unimportant and that Heard cannot show that she had prejudices. The story continues below. The juror was checked, seated for the whole jury, deliberate, and reached a verdict. The only evidence of which this court is seized is that this juror and all the jurors followed their oaths, the instructions and orders of the court. This court is bound by the competent decision of the jury, wrote Azcarate. Depp continued $50 million in Fairfax County after Heard wrote an opinion play in 2018 in the Washington Post on domestic violence, in which she qualified as public figure representing domestic violence. The article never mentioned Depp by name, but his lawyers declared that several passages of the article distributed it by involvement by referring to the allegations of very publicized abuses that she had made in 2016, while she asked for divorce. Heard then filed a recording of $100 million, also for defamation. As the case was tried, his reconvention request had been reduced to some statements made by one of Depp's lawyers, who called the allegations of Heard a hoax. Amber Heard seeks to throw a verdict in the defamation trial of Johnny Depp. The jury granted $15 million to Depp and $2 million to Heard on its reconvention request. The $15 million judgment was reduced to $10.35 million because the Virginia law is capping punitive damages to $350,000. The judge did not say the justification for rejected Heard's other allegations in Wednesday's order. The story continues below. Among other things, Heard argued that the $10 million verdict is not taken care of by the facts and seems to demonstrate that jurors failed to focus on the fallout from the 2018 opinion play 2018, as they were supposed to do, and seemed rather largely to the damage Depp's reputation suffered as a result of the alleged abuse. Heard lawyers also argued THA